Hey guys, it's Rebecca Oberstadt. In today's video, we're going to be talking skincare. Before I get started with anything, say hello to Fred. He's been hanging out for a couple of weeks and the bastard ain't even paying rent. But thankfully, George is gone. I have things laid out on the counter in various categories, from cleansers to treatments, moisturizers, face oils, eye creams, things like that, and a couple of face sprays, as well as like a go-to mask of mine. So if you're interested in learning about what skincare I use on a regular basis, or things that I rotate through on a regular basis, then keep watching, because that's what this is. Now, I have a couple of different cleansers that I do use, and I think I've got one in the shower, which is fine, it can stay in there. It's not a really good skin cleanser, but we'll talk about the one that I use when I don't need acne stuff. This is the Elemis Superfood Face Wash. I actually had a Secret Santa send me a bigger bottle of it. I had the sample from an Ipsy Glam bag and I really, really enjoyed it. This is like a green smoothie for your face, and when you wake up in the morning, if you need to wash your face in the morning, this is one of those things that comes to your skin, you put it on, you rinse it off, whatnot, and after you rinse it off, it's like somebody just took cold water and splashed you in the face and went. That's what this does to your face. It really wakes up your face. It wakes up your skin. It makes it less dull looking first thing in the morning. I don't know. It just does amazing things to my skin. I'm not quite sure which of the ingredients in there is doing it, but I do know that if I do not need an acne-based face wash, I have this. Oh, I just realized I have one I need to get. I had to get one out of the shower. I got both of them out of the shower. When I'm wearing makeup and I want to get in the shower and wash, take a shower and whatnot, but I want to also wash off my makeup, I've been using this. This is the Glam Glow Gentle Bubble Daily Conditioning Cleanser. I do not recommend this. It has a lot of fragrance in it. It causes my face to burn, but it washes off makeup no need to double cleanse. This stuff takes it all off, which is amazing, which is why I use it in the shower. And it's only on my face long enough in the shower to take makeup off and then, whatever. I also bought this recently. This is a CeraVe Hydrating Facial Cleanser. It says for normal to dry skin. This is like rubbing Vaseline on your face. It does not remove makeup at all. So I don't recommend trying to use this. If you use an oil-based cleanser on your face to remove your makeup and try and use this over, after that to get any of that oily residue off, this is not gonna work. I haven't had irritation from this at all, but I have found that it doesn't leave my skin feeling clean. It leaves my skin feeling like it has a film on it, like it's greasy, which is not good for somebody like me who has super dry skin that is usually you can feel my skin most of the times and it feels like I've got powder on my face because my face is that dry. So I've only been using it for a couple of weeks. I'm not too happy with it. I bought it because I've seen several YouTubers talk about it lately that are in the skincare realm, and it's okay. That's all I'm gonna say. It's okay. It's not good. It's not bad. It's just okay. The ingredients are meh. But my ride or die cleanser, besides the Elemis, is the Peter Thomas Roth Skin to Die For. The Skin to Die For is their primer. One moment. This is the anti-aging cleansing gel. This does have salicylic acid in it. It's also supposed to help with wrinkles and aging and lovely things like that, because I'm almost 40. I'll be 40 in 7 months. A little of this goes a long way. As you can tell, I've had this bottle for over 6 months. I was using the 2-ounce sample bottles that I bought, and it took me over a year to use up both bottles. So 8.5 ounces of this is gonna last me a while. Now, I don't wash my face with this every day because it does have salicylic acid in it. When I have visitors like Fred, I'll use it more often, but when I notice Fred is about gone, or George or John or Henry or whoever happens to visit my face that month, I only use this every day or every other day for a short period of time. I do use this every 2 to 3 days. I'll use this product as a regular face wash. I have used this to remove makeup. It removes makeup very well, but don't get it in your eyes because it will burn like the dickens, and it doesn't taste great either. So, there's that. But it does work really well at removing your makeup. You don't have to double cleanse with this one because it does the work of your oil-based cleanser. It does an amazing job at removing makeup. It can be drying on the skin. It can cause a little bit of irritation where your skin feels a little bit dry and tight afterwards, but you figure if you're going to go ahead and tone and moisturize and whatever after that, usually my skin calms down if I'm having a super, super dry day. like if I know I'm going to be getting in the shower, but I want to like spot treat a couple of things, I'll put it on and like massage it in and let it like sit on my face like a mask for 15, 20, 30 minutes, and then get in the shower and then wash it off. And I've noticed that using it like a spot treatment mask has also helped with some of the breakouts that I have. Now Fred actually feels like he's got something down inside of him because he's hard in the middle. So there's probably a little dried ball of sebum underneath my skin that's just kind of hanging out there. And until that goes away, Fred's just going to look all angry. So cleansers, I recommend the Element Superfood Face Wash. It's one I really, really enjoyed. They are a very pricey brand though. And I will leave the products I recommend listed down below. Getting into toners, I have 3 toners that I've been using and I rotate through them. I don't use them every day. This one I got in Ipsy. This is the Aromatic Rose Absolute First Serum. It's actually a toner and a serum in one. I use 4 to 6 drops of this in my hand. It does have like a little dropper top on it, and it's like a jelly type consistency. So I turn it up and I go until I get 4 or 5 or 6 drops in my hands, and then I just kind of, and you're done. I use that when I'm not using the other 2, and there's a reason why I don't use the other 2 on a regular basis. One of them is the First Aid Beauty. This is the acne clearing pads with white clay. They have reformulated, and this is called like something different. So I'll put like the new version listed down below. I bought mine at TJ Maxx for $10.99. And I checked the, batch code and everything on it, so it was still good. They come with little pads, and there was so much liquid in these. What I ended up doing, I don't have any in here right now, but I take my little cotton rounds like this and I do cut them in half. And I put them in here and I put them on top. I'll put like 3 or 4 cotton rounds that have been cut in half and put them on top, and then squish it down so that the liquid is absorbed up into these. And I'll use these. Or when I take a pad out, I wring it out quite a bit. I'll wring it at least halfway out because there's a lot of liquid on these, and I don't have a very big face. So I have a very long face, but I don't have a very big face. So there's no need for me to have all that extra moisture on the pad when I'm just going to use it and throw it away. So I do, I get like 2.5 uses out of one of these pads. So you think if I've got one pad and I've got one cotton round cut in half and another half of a cotton round, and it's all in one spot, and I wring the juice off of one of these into those. So I do get like 3 or 4 uses out of the juice off of one of these. So I'm very frugal when it comes to that. But these I use like every other or every 3rd day, like the Peter Thomas Roth stuff. This also has salicylic acid in it, and it helps with acne and breakouts. So that's why I don't use it every day. So because of the acids in here, I don't use it every day. And I would only use these at night. I don't use them in the morning. And I love them. And they're expensive, which is why I bought it at TJ Maxx. The next one is the Pixi Glow Tonic. This is the glycolic acid exfoliating cleanser. This is a 5% glycolic acid. I got a sample of this in Ipsy Glam Bag, and I noticed a big improvement on skin texture and breakouts, how often I got them and how fast they healed when I use this. Again, I don't use this every day because it is an acid toner. But I do notice that, I'll use the Rose Toner one day and then use this, and then use the Rose Toner the next day, and then use the Fab Beauty ones, and then Rose Toner, and then this, and I rotate through my toners. I don't use the same one every day. I usually use about 4 drops of this on a half of a cotton round, and I'll fold it and squish it so that the liquid is dispersed throughout the half of a cotton round, and then I just kind of use it and toss it. Again, I'm frugal. So I really like it. I wish there wasn't fragrance in it. I don't want any fragrance in my skincare, period. I don't give a crap if you think having a nice spa moment is going to help your skin. I don't. I find it irritating. My face dries out really quick from it. I get a lot of redness. I get like areas along here on my eyes. If I get anywhere near close to my eyes with anything with fragrance, I get really bad dry patches. My eyes water and water and water and water and water for like days after getting anywhere near close to my eyes with a product that has fragrance in it. And so I try and avoid products with fragrance. I think because I bought this, after this runs out, even though I like it, unless I start formulating it without fragrance, I won't rebuy this. It's a nice toner. If you don't have issues with fragrance, then go right ahead and buy it. But because of how my skin reacts to the fragrance in it, I've noticed that as I've continued to use it past the sample that I had, the irritation is more than I'm willing to risk my skin for. And there's that. All right. There's only, I guess we'll do like treatment things, and I guess you'd consider this like a mask category. And I'm kind of going in how I would apply these to my face. First, we have the Elemis Superfood Vital Veggie Mask. This is an amazing face mask. It smells just like the cleanser, and it's like a light sagey green color. And it's like a smoothie for your face. When I have things like Fred and George and Henry and John and everybody else that wants to hang it on my face that doesn't belong to pay rent, gives me back talk. I use things like this on my face to help soothe and calm down my skin. It also helps revitalize my skin and refresh it. This is something I can use every day. Do I mask every day? No. I'm lucky if I mask twice a week because of how dry my skin is. But this stuff is amazing. I can spot treat with it. I can use it on like super dry areas and like massage it in, kind of like a lotion, and then, you know, rinse it off like half an hour later or an hour later, whenever the hell I remember I have it on. Usually I end up scratching and that's when I realize I've still got it on. Happens a lot. This is really great. Again, Elemis is a pricey skincare brand, but I love their products. The next one is from The Ordinary. This is the AHA 30% BHA 2% peeling solution. I use this once a week only, and it looks like grape juice in the vial, and it comes out, when it goes on the skin, it looks like blood at first, and then you go to spread it around, it turns into this like Pepto-Bismol pink shade. It does burn, it does tingle, it does itch for the first couple minutes it's on my skin, but it's helping resurface my skin, and I've noticed some good improvements in my skin using it. I've only used it a few times since I got it, and I do rotate through masks and stuff. For example, I got this one in my February Ipsy. It's still on my counter because I haven't tested it yet. But I do try and mask with at least one of the masks that I have in my collection and the tester things at least once or twice a week. And I've been recording like dedicated mask videos where I try out 5 to 10 masks at a time. And then I'll do like a group review of them instead of individual dedicated reviews. Because sometimes I just have way too many recorded videos and I don't have time to go through all of it. Or I don't have enough time to schedule them during the month. Like right now I've got 13 already edited and uploaded. I just have to schedule them. And I'm recording 1 to 2 a day right now, so you never know when I have health issues, when I might not be able to film, so it's nice that I record a lot, but it leaves less time for me to talk about products individually, so I've been doing group reviews. The next thing is, I actually just got this in from Sephora, so this isn't like a regular skincare item, I just want to talk about it for a minute. This is the Goop Glow 5% glycolic acid and fruit extract overnight peel, and it says light. I did use this last night. It's probably another reason why I didn't want to put makeup on today, because I just did an acid peel. These come in little like packages like this. There's enough juice on here for probably 2 more. And I don't like that about these products where they're single use and they come in these things. I also do not like sheet masks for that very same reason. But so far this has been okay. I did get this for free as like a gift to review for Octoly and through Goop. So I'm testing this out. So far it's not as harsh as this. But this was like $10 and this box of 4 is $45. But because it was on the counter, I figured I'd talk about it. I'm trying to get more into like some of these things. I know Shelly on her channel, she talks about that Tarte Knockout stuff, and I think I'm too big of a wimp to try. But you know, I'm gonna stick with this, but those are like things that I use on the regular that are like consistent in my skincare, or have been for several weeks, that I use on a regular basis between the mask and the peel. So that's why I figured I'd talk about it. And the other masks that I use, I kind of rotate through them. It's not something that I dedicate to every month. And I've got a basket of like skincare samples. I'll show you at the end. This is gonna be a long video. Next, I guess I'll talk about eye creams, because I do eye creams, or I do oils and then I do eye creams when it comes to my face. I've been testing this out for the past like month and a half. I got this in my Ipsy Glam bag for January. I think this was the item I actually picked. It is the IT Cosmetics Confidence in an Eye Cream. It has like the faux bottom on it. The fragrance on this is awful. It also causes irritation on my eye area. It's an okay eye cream. I don't find that it's hydrating. I actually find it irritates my skin and it's more drying. So I'm not using it as an eye cream anymore. But the one product I do use and recommend is the Sephora Instant Fatigue Eye Moisturizer. It has hyaluronic acid in it. And I use this when my under eyes are like really, really dry and dehydrated. I will put this on like minutes before I put on a concealer, and it helps with when you have a concealer that's like super drying. I use this on my skin right before I do any type of like eye makeup, because it does help underneath here with plumping the skin up, causing the dryness and stuff to not be as dry. Anytime I have those like red irritated spots out here from either an allergic reaction, my eyes watering, or fragrance on a product that's just irritating my skin, I use this and it helps calm that down. So this is really the only eye cream that I've been using, and it's mainly just for hydration. I don't give a crap about wrinkles and crow's feet and fine lines. I don't care about any of that stuff. So I don't use it for that. I'm going to be talking about 4 oils, but one of them is kind of like a vitamin C oil, so I'll talk about that one last. I do have the Ordinary's. This is the 100% organic cold pressed rose hips seed oil. This is supposed to help with like scars and stuff like that. I haven't noticed anything yet. I'm down to about here, so I use this every night or every other night, and I do use it in conjunction with the other 2 oils I'm going to be talking about next. I bought this through Ulta. It's actually a really nice consistency for an oil. It's not too heavy, and I do mix it in with my moisturizer, or I put it on my face and then moisturize over it. I like to get my face wet first, and then I put like 4 or 5 drops in my hand, put the vial back in the container. You don't ever put your vial on your face because you're just transferring bacteria off your face and other skincare products off your face back into the jar. Big no. So I just kind of do this and press back and forth until I get enough oil here, and then I press, and then usually I have oil here and I run that down my neck and then, you know, disperse it that way. And then I like to make sure that I splash, like if I have just done a toner while my face is still wet, I'll put that on, or I get a little bit of water on my hands and I do this first to just get a little bit of water on my face, and then I'll put the oil on right over it and kind of work it into the skin while my face is still a smidge damp. The other oil that I recommend, but in moderation, is this First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Oat and Cannabis Sativa Seed Oil. I'm down to about here. I use 2 drops. Count them. 1, 2. 2 drops. I started off using 4 drops and ended up with things like this on my face. So then I backed off to 3 drops, and then I ended up with a bunch of like little dots like I've got up here. So I was still getting breakouts, and I was like, what am I doing wrong? So I looked on Ulta, looked at the First Aid Beauty website. A lot of the people that reviewed this on there also had similar skin concerns. So I was like, okay, I'm not crazy. What I was doing was I put moisturizer on my hand first. I was dropping 2 or 3 drops in the oil on that, and then massaging it and then applying it. They recommend that you can do that, or you can apply it directly as is. You just put a couple drops in your hand and then disperse it. A lot of people were finding when they used 3 or more drops that it was causing breakouts. I know I just talked to Samantha March about this last week before last, via Instagram, about the fact that she was talking about how she's got a lot of breakouts and stuff down here, and I think her stuff might be stress and food related and less skincare related. Women get breakouts on their chin and stuff from other things, and usually if you get breakouts around your mouth, it's usually from something you've eaten. So when I saw she was talking about this oil and how much it's helped her skin, I said, just be careful with how much you use, because of the fact that I personally have noticed if I use 3 or more drops, my face goes, ah! So I use 2 drops total a day. And if I use the one oil, I don't use this one. If I use this one, I don't use the rose hips oil, and I don't use them on the same days. Sometimes I'll do less. I'll do like a half and half. I'll do 1 drop of the Fab Beauty one, and then I'll do like 2 or 3 drops of the Ordinary. So I don't use as much of the one oil with the other if I'm mixing them. I have mixed them, haven't had any problems, but I just use less. The next oil is a truffle oil, and I love this stuff. It's so freaking expensive. It's like $65 for a bottle. Ooh. This is from Skin & Co. This is their Truffle Therapy Face Oil, and there's like little gold glitter flecky things in here. I had a sample that came in like a little foil packet that I got from either Ulta or Sephora, and that packet lasted me like 3 months, and then it fell over on the counter, and whatever oil was left in it leaked out onto the counter, and I was like, no! Because the oil that I was using, the cheapest one that they had was like half an ounce, and it was like $45, and oh my god, I loved it, but oh my god. So this one here, when I saw it was on Ipsy, this was my request on Ipsy. I think this was November or December's bag. I'll have to look. This is 5 milliliters for this little jar, and it's worth like a lot of money. So again, 1 to 2 drops, maximum 3 drops with this truffle oil, but it does amazing things to my skin, just like the First Aid Beauty one. It makes my face feel hydrated, not dry for like days. I can use it once and then like not hydrate my face for like 3 days, and it still feels like I'm hydrated. I'm like, oh. I mean, anybody who suffers from dry, irritated, itchy, tight skin would understand. Nose is itching. The oils, I do use them. I mix them I haven't had any problems mixing them at all. I don't have problems mixing them in with my moisturizers. I've used them alone. I've used them with other oils or with other products, and I haven't had no issues with them other than overuse is bad. The next oil is technically a vitamin C oil, but it's in a clear bottle, so this is that's where the Kakadu was. I was wondering, that's where I recognize that fragrance from. This, you'll understand when you see the first impression of this. This has Kakadu plum in it. I knew that I recognized the smell, but I couldn't figure out from where, and it's this. This is from Red Earth. This oil is amazing. I can use it day or night. I like using it before I put on makeup because it wakes up my face and makes me look a little bit brighter and a little bit less sallow. This is the Brighten Concentrate Oil with Kakadu Plum. Australian Kakadu Plum is a really good skincare ingredient, and it's suspended in oil. 2 to 3 drops of this does amazing things to my skin. I can use it daily. And I mix it with the other oils. I mix it with moisturizers. I use it alone. I really enjoy this bottle, but this was a 1/2 ounce bottle, and I think the 1/2 ounce bottle is like $25 or $30, something like that. So this stuff is like gold. I love it. The other vitamin C product that I'm using, this one here was also, I think, a sample that I got or bought. I'll have to look and see if I bought this or if I got it from an Ipsy. This is the Derma E Vitamin C Concentrating Serum. It comes with a pump. I do 1 pump total. It comes out like a serum. Like, it's a little bit thicker than this stuff here, which is kind of like a snotty jello or snotty jelly. Kind of looks like snot bubbles in the container when you shake it. I don't use this every day. I might use it like twice a week. But I do like how refreshed and awakened my skin looks when I use it. It is a vitamin C product. I have another vitamin C product from Sunday Riley, but I do not care for it. So that's why it's still in the cabinet in, you know, the bag with everything else that I'm not talking about in this video. Okay, so next to last category is moisturizers. Holy crap, I'm at 24 minutes. Yeah. Moisturizers. There's a bunch here. Some of them are affordable, some of them are not quite so affordable, but I do love every single one of these, and I recommend every single one of them. And there's a couple I really wish I could buy a bigger size of because I would just dunk my body in it. First, we're going to be talking about the Touch in Sol. This is the Pretty Filter Wonderful Glow Cream. I stopped using this like in January because I wanted to test out other things, plus I want to make it last, but I know I need to use it up. This stuff is amazing. I got it in an Ipsy Plus. I am like wowed by what it does to my skin with the hydration. It's a very lightweight gel type formula. It's something that I would expect would work perfect for a oily skin person. It smells like citrus or like lemon, and there is fragrance in here, which I don't quite care for, but it does such amazing things to my skin. The only thing that's a downside for this product besides the fragrance is when I'm super, super, super dehydrated and my skin is just tight and itching and burning just from water, this irritates my skin. Those are the only 2 cons that I have. It's very hydrating, but it does have fragrance and it irritates my skin when I'm super dry. Other than that, I can use this over makeup. I can use it under makeup. If I'm dry throughout the day with makeup on, like say my concealer looks really craggy, I can tap this on and massage it through. And even if I've powdered my concealer, this stuff, it like sinks right into my skin through the concealer, through everything else, and it seems to hydrate that and plump my skin up underneath my eyes and it makes the concealer look less dry, which is what I want. And plus my under eyes get very tight, and so this helps with that. But again, it does have fragrance in it, and if my skin is super dry, my skin doesn't like this. But if I'm not super, super dry, then I love using this. The next one is very expensive. This is from Pharmacy. This is the Honey Drop Lightweight Moisturizer with Echinacea, Green Envy, honey, and it's like a light yellow color. It has these little like hydrating beads in it. I'm almost out of the little jar that I have. A very tiny bit goes a very long way. A less than a pea size amount does my entire face, which is why this little 1/2 ounce jar that it says 10 milliliters on it, or 0.34 ounces. This little jar has lasted me so long. It's like, since it's been on its side, it's like half full. It comes up to like right here. This stuff is so freaking expensive, but it does as well of a job on my skin as the Touch in Sol one, but it doesn't have like added fragrance to it. It doesn't irritate my skin at all. Not at all. It does amazing things to my skin. It leaves me feeling soft and hydrated and not sticky. The Touch and Soul one does leave me tacky for a little bit, and then I have to let it soak in for a good 15-20 minutes before I do makeup over the Touch and Soul one, because like I said, it is tacky. This one is not tacky. You put it on, it sinks in, and it's gone. You just feel soft. You don't feel sticky. You don't feel tacky. You just feel hydrated. The next one I guess we'll do is this one. This is the Element Superfood Night Cream, and I rotate through moisturizers. I don't use the same moisturizer like every day. I use like whichever one I feel like using that night. This is part of their Superfood line. This is an amazing moisturizer. It doesn't smell as pungent as the cleanser, but usually if I use the cleanser in the morning, I'll use this right after it. This again came in that kit that was bought for me for Christmas. From my Secret Santa. So I like using this in the mornings when I've washed with the Vital Veggie face mask, or the face wash. I like using it. It's hydrating. I love the way it smells. And again, they're an expensive brand, but I love them. The next one here I have two of. One of them came in an Ipsy, and this is the unscented version. The other one is one I bought this in a 2-pack for $20. This is the Ultra Repair and Intense Hydration Cream. One of them's unscented, one of them is vanilla citron. I don't like the vanilla citron one because it does cause skin irritation because it has fragrance in it. It smells nice, but I don't really care for that. You can use this stuff everywhere. Got a cold, your nose is all dried out from blowing your nose, it's all raw on the inside. Put some of this on your finger and smear it on the inside of your nose. It's better than Vaseline. Use this one, not this one for that. You can put this on your eyes, you can put it under your eyes, you can stick it in your ears, you can put it between your toes, you can put it on your elbow, you can put this stuff everywhere. It's amazing, but it's pricey. This little tube right here, I bought one of these for a girl for Secret Santa, and one of these tubes is like $12. So these are expensive. Like I said, this is a 2-ounce tub, and I have another one in there. My camera stopped recording. I've been talking too long. I have another one that's full unopened in there that is the unscented version. I figured I'd open this one and use it first. This stuff is amazing. The fragrance in here does irritate my face skin, but anywhere else on my body I can use it and have no irritation. When I'm not super dry, I use this one. When I'm super dry and irritated from any type of fragrance or anything like that, I use this one. There's like this much left. So that's why I have 2 of this one. And then lastly, for moisturizers, this is one I picked up at the same time that I picked up this one. This is the CeraVe Moisturizing Cream for normal to dry skin. I've been using this off and on for the past week and a half. It's nice. I actually put it on last night after the glow thing. I mixed 4 drops of this in with this and put it on, and it's nice. It's hydrating. It does leave a thick feeling layer on your face, which is why I've only been using it at night. It doesn't have any fragrance. Yeah, it doesn't smell like anything to me. Whereas like the First Aid Beauty smells like the old school, like unscented but kind of medicated smelling products from like the 90s and 2000s. That's what this one smells like to me, because there's a hint, like that hint of almost no scent in that. But this one here really has no fragrance. It's a very, very thick formula. You can put this on and then half an hour later splash water on your face, and it's like, pfft, it doesn't let water anywhere near past this layer. Once this is on your skin, and I was wondering if it's got petroleum jelly in it, because that's what it feels like. It feels like when you put it on, it puts like a Vaseline layer over your skin. I'm not seeing any type of petroleum product in here. So, oh, there is petroleum in here. Okay. It's on the side. So it's like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's the 7th ingredient. I knew it felt like there was Vaseline in here. Petrolatum is Vaseline. It's a type of oil byproduct. It's trying to run away from me. I didn't hurt its feelings, I hope. Anyways, it's been working really nice for my skin. Right now, my skin's a little bit more normal to dry than dry to like uber dry. So it's been nice. We've been in like the mid 80s, and then I woke up this morning, it was 48. So welcome to Florida. We've been in 85 degree weather for the past week and a half, and now it's freezing out. Last products. These are facial sprays. This is the Sephora Rose Hydrating Mist. They stopped making it. I have literally this much left, and I'm like avoiding trying to use it up. But I did find something that was very comparable to it, so hopefully they don't discontinue this one as well. This one costs like $7, $8 on Sephora's website. I almost bought some off of Amazon, but they were going for like 15 bucks. decided not to. I decided to look for an alternative. And I found this at TJ Maxx. This cost me $7.99. So this is 1.69 ounces for about the same price. This one here is 8 ounces for about the same price. This is the Pearlescence Rose Water Hydrating Facial Mist. It has water, rose flower water extract, glycerin, aloe vera leaf juice, witch hazel, coconut water. It's got dimethicone, polysorbate 20, and a couple of other ingredients. And there's fragrance at the very bottom. I wish there wasn't fragrance in here. It smells nice on its own. But I can tell there's like added fragrance to it. It doesn't smell like a true rose fragrance. And I have this one here from Wet n Wild. This one smells more like the dead rose petals, where this one smells more like a fake dead rose petal, if that makes sense. And the Sephora one smells more like the Wet n Wild. So it smells more like a real, like dead, dried rose petal. This is nice. It does just as well as the other two sprays. It's very hydrating on the skin, and I like it. And when I run out of all the other sprays that I have, would I rebuy it? Yes, hands down. I don't know if I'll be able to find it to link it because I bought it at my local TJ Maxx. And half the time you can't find anything on their website anyways, but if I can find it, I'll link it. The last product that I'm going to talk about in this video is the Pixi Glow Mist. I got this in an Ipsy Glam Bag Plus. I don't like that there's fragrance in it, just like with the Glow Tonic. But as you can see, like it's separated. It has like oil in it. You kind of have to like shake the piss out of it. Usually I shake the piss out of it and then spray it, and then shake it again. As like after I spray, I'll shake it again, just to try and disperse the oil so that anything that's trapped in the little sucky tube maybe is like getting shook up. Probably not, but you know, because of suction. It's nice. I've used it to set makeup, I've used it before makeup, I've used it after makeup, but there's one thing that you need to know. If you do not like to look greasy at all, you don't like oil on your face, you don't like to look oily, don't use this. I have very, very dry skin. I never look oily, ever. Like I could go 2 weeks without washing my face and not look oily. I am that dry. But with this product, when you spray it on, you can see that it does leave like an oily type sheen on the skin. So you can see that the oil is there. There is oil in the product. There's a bunch of like fragrance oils and citrus oils and a bunch of other things. It's not a bunch of great ingredients, but again, I got it in an Ipsy. It's nice. Would I go out of my way to buy it? No, I would not. But I do rotate through these things. And as you can tell by each category between cleansers and masks and moisturizers and oils and treatments and serums and toners, I have 2 to 3 things that I use per category that I don't use them like every day. I don't use the same products on my skin every day, and I'm constantly rotating through products, and I'm constantly getting in little things like this from Ipsy that I test out so that, you know, I'm not always using the same thing. But for the most part, this is like my base skincare. This is what I use on the regular. It's what's in my skincare basket. When I go to wash my face or do any type of skincare, I pull the whole basket out. I grab whatever I want to use that day. I put it on my face. I put everything back in the basket and I slide it back in the cabinet. These are things that you, if on any given day, if you ask me, what'd you wash your face with today? I'd be like, well, I use this product and this product and this product. It's going to be one of these. These are like my set products that I use, and the ones that I've told you I would repurchase will definitely, when I get money, I will repurchase them. There's a few throwaway products in here, but for the most part, I really enjoy all of these products. And again, if I have the money to go out and buy full sizes, but again, samples last me forever because a little bit goes a long way. You only need so much of each product. Like for cleanser, you only need a lima bean size amount. First Aid Beauty posted a thing a while back, and I'll stick a graphic on the screen where it talks about how much of each product that you need for your face. Like you only need a rice size amount for both of your eyes for eye cream. A rice size amount, tap it between your fingers, tap it on, and then massage, and you're done. For toner, if you're using something like this that's not a preloaded pad or in a spray, 4 to 6 drops is all you need. You can put 4 to 6 drops in your hand, do this, spread it on, and you're done. You don't need to be excessive with the amount of products that you use. One of these in the spray form, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes I'll do 5 where once I do my neck, I'll come back and I'll spray 1 more and just let it fall, and I do this. But I don't do any more than that. With this spray, it's more like 2. You kind of just do this, and you kind of catch it as it falls. But with one of the rose hydrating sprays, I do spray 4 to 5 times, or sometimes I'll spray it like 3 times on my face and then do this. I'll spray once on my hand and do this and just kind of work it through. Depends on if I have makeup on. If I have makeup on, I won't touch it. But if I don't have makeup on, I'll spray it in my hands and then rub it in that way. But yeah, that's everything. If you have killed a battery on my camera, I've killed 2 batteries. Here's the other one. If you guys have questions about skincare, I've had a lot of people ask me about what skincare I use, how often I use it, what's my routine like. Most of the time, I do my skincare at night. I go to bed, I wake up in the morning, I do a wet washcloth with hot water. I do this, I splash my face, I do this again, and I pat dry and I'm done. I don't, unless I need to do like hydration stuff, I usually wait an hour after I'm awake, after I've already like washed my face off with water and a washcloth in the morning, that I wait and see what my skin does. I wait and see, do I need to use a cleanser to my face? Do I need extra moisturizers on my skin? I wait and let my face wake up for about an hour before I do anything. Excuse me. So I always listen to what my skin tells me and what it needs versus putting a whole bunch of stuff on my face and having it mad at me. I ain't putting up with it. I have enough drama in my life. I have enough crap going on. I don't need my face pissed off at me too, okay? So I let it wake up. I give it some coffee or tea or milk or orange juice or whatever I'm feeding it that morning. And I let it wake up before I do anything to it. And then I make the decision on, okay, I don't need to cleanse, but maybe I'll just throw on like the toner serum thing and then a moisturizer, or, you know, if I feel like doing a mask that morning because I didn't do one at night, I'll do a mask first thing in the morning. So I'll like lightly cleanse my skin, put the mask on, let that sit for usually about half an hour because I forget about them. I put them on and I get on my computer and I forget about life. And then I'll wash that off and do, you know, toner and skin, you know, the rest of my skincare. So it just depends on the day. I don't always wash my face first thing when I wake up. I don't always wash my face twice a day. I usually wash my face at night. I do treatments at night and then I go to bed. I do wash my face in the shower with my bar soap. I have the Shea Moisture, the anti-aging bar. I got the butter one sitting over here. This is what's left of the most recent one I put on the shower. I also have the African black soap in the shower that I use on my face. And I use those in the shower. I've been keeping both of these in my shower as well. So I use those in there. Like if my face feels really dry, I'll use this one. If I'm washing makeup off, I use this one. And again, this I think came from a BoxyCharm and I hate it, but it works great at taking makeup off. So I'm not gonna like throw away a $50 product just because I don't like it. I'm gonna use it. I might even shave my legs with it, who knows. Anyways, hopefully this video is helpful and answers all of your questions, because I've been getting a lot of questions for months now to do like a dedicated skincare review video or dedicated video on what I use skincare wise. And if you want me to do like, I have individual reviews for a few of these. If I can link them down below, I will like put, you know, dedicated videos, and I'll put the links. I know I have dedicated videos on this, and I know I've got a dedicated video on this, but the other ones I'm not quite sure on. So, oh, and the peeling solution, I have a dedicated video on this one. If you want to see more information, ingredient breakdowns, things like that for these products, then let me know. I will do them by like category, and I'll do cleanser this one, cleanser this one, cleanser this one, ingredients, what they do, how I use them, how often I use them, and do like dedicated videos split up into smaller categories so that the video isn't 50 minutes long like it's probably going to be for right now. So anyways, I'm Rebecca Oberstadt. Hopefully this is helpful to you guys and it answers some of your questions. Let me know if you have any questions down below in the comment section, and I will see you guys in another video very soon. Have a fabulous day or night where you are. Bye.